fried one.
Yeah.
We good? We live? Hey, what's going on, Boston? What's up, Purely Boston? Jonathan here, and I'm at the Yankee Lobster Company in the Seaport, and I'm here with General Manager Frank Zanti. And the Yankee Lobster Company has been nominated for the Best Lobster Roll in the 2019 Best of Purely Boston Awards. So thanks, Frank, for having me.
Of course. Thanks
So
for coming
I'm
down.
already getting hungry. It smells like delicious fried food, and I'll taste the shellfish right when I walk in the door. So I'm glad to be here. So tell me a little bit about how the Yankee Lobster Company was first started.
Yeah, so it's actually a family-owned business.
Okay.
Starting actually in 1950, commercial lobster, which my grandfather actually started. And then they were just a very simple wholesale, kind of retail, lobsters, crabs, shellfish, stuff like that. And then in 1999, it actually, an opportunity arose where they were able to buy out Yankee Lobster. And moved around a couple times. Yankee Lobster was actually kind of where Del Frisco's is and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
There.
Yeah.
In 1999, they decided to buy it out, and now we're here at this location. They wanted to make a small restaurant, and at the time, I mean, the Seaport wasn't the Seaport that we know now. They weren't high-rise condos.
Yeah.
They weren't hotels. I mean, convention center wasn't even here. You had the World Trade Center and some blue-collar operations. You had the fish pier, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then over the years, as the Seaport has evolved, I mean, we've had to evolve, and I mean, the area's completely just blown up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just every day I feel like there's a new building coming up.
It's ridiculous.
And, we've been very fortunate to be in this location. We kind of, I don't know, we have locals that come in, we have tourists that come in, business people. It's a very very no frills, casual environment.
Yeah.
We just kind of come and get good food at like a reasonable price.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you ever think, did you guys ever think the Seaport would be blowing up to what it is now?
No.
Good for you. Good for business,
yeah.
though.
Oh,
Good
absolutely.
for business.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
get the lottery in that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, back in the day, looking at all these great photos on the wall. I mean, it used to be a fishing pier where guys would do their thing.
Absolutely.
Out on the sea, come back, unload the boats, and that was it. And not, I'm sure everyone's all the old lobstermen shaking in their graves, shaking in their graves of what the Seaport is now.
Exactly. No one could have predicted what it is now.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So what do you think inspired the Yankee Lobster Company to be started? What inspiration do you think was behind it?
Well, I know the owners at the time, again, they were like, okay, let's open up a small restaurant. And really, I don't think, again, anyone had any idea the gold mine we were kind of sitting on, or the location that we were sitting on. And I think they just wanted to open up a small restaurant, people offer some of the food. I mean, we have, I can show you later, live lobsters out back. And huge tanks, and we have crabs out back. So it's not being shipped in from, Maine or something like that, or they're holding these like little tanks. I mean, they're massive tanks where we're pumping in fresh water from the Boston Harbor. It goes through our filtration system. I mean, it's perfect, ideal conditions for like a lobster. So when you're actually getting that lobster, when you're getting these lobster rolls, done like really fresh.
Yeah.
So they wanted to include everyone in on that.
That's kind of cool because actually, just now that I think of it, places that have holding tanks and lobster pools that are more inland and offshore, they have to recreate the salt water.
The salt water, they have to do that, recreate that environment and all that stuff.
But you guys just pump the water right in.
Just pump the water right in.
Exactly. Because we're right here, right on the Seaport. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm here at the Yankee Lobster Company. I'm here with General Manager Frank, and they have been nominated for the Best Lobster Roll in the 2019 Best of Purely Boston Awards. We've got 3 bad boys on the table that we're going to try in a little bit, and then we're also going to get a sneak peek behind the scenes of all like the lobster pools and stuff. It's going to be kind of cool right after this interview. So, so what do you think sets you guys apart from the other lobster, seafood restaurants / lobster pounds in the greater Boston area?
I mean, kind of what I just talked about a little bit about being in such a unique location, being able to pump that water in right from the harbor. Again, most of the places that are down here in the seaport have these wonderful views and full bars and just multi-million-dollar operations. You know, we were here kind of before all that, so we're basically a hole-in-the-wall spot. You know, we have a patio for like outside seating, but I mean, I think, you know, we're really focusing on the customer service, on just really good food at an affordable price. You know, all our beers are local beers from the New England area. You know, we're not trying to be anything that we're not. Just very welcoming, again, affordable, and friendly.
No, small little, you know, tucked away, blue collar place to grab, you know, great seafood, and I'm sure you guys do. People want lobsters, you'll boil it right here. They come in through the same entrance?
They can come in here, they can go back. I mean, we can ship throughout the country.
Wow.
You know, we have always just been kind of like word of mouth. I mean, it wasn't really until a few years ago that we started doing a little bit more advertising. You know, we've been on like the Food Network and some other like awards, and gourmet, stuff like that.
Shirley Boston now?
Shirley Boston. And then, you know, we partnered up with the Red Sox a couple of years ago to be the official lobster roll.
Wow.
So, I mean, it definitely took a while to get some of that traction. But, I mean, I think right now where we are is in a great spot. Not just location, but, like, for the future of the company.
And I hope everyone heard this. So they are the official lobster roll of the Boston Red Sox. So when you guys are actually at Fenway and your stomach's growling and you're craving a lobster roll, you can get an official Yankee Lobster Company lobster roll at the Red Sox.
It's kind of weird being a Yankee at Red Sox at Fenway. But we're making it work.
I don't think that. Much better Yankee than the Yankees. Let's talk about lobster rolls that are sitting right in front of us. So these are the most popular lobster rolls on the menu. So what do we got?
I mean, lobster's obviously the feature. Like, we need Yankee lobsters in there. So anything lobster is going to be like our top item. But lobster roll is probably our #1 item. It comes 3 different ways. You know, we first was doing the traditional one. You know, very, very simple. A little bit of celery, mayo, and it's actually an herb mayo that we make in house. Then some people don't like mayo. I myself don't like mayo. So we started doing a hot one. Then we sauteed in melted butter, hot in temperature, not spicy or anything like that. And then finally, almost kind of like an accident, but fried lobster. Lightly fried, little Old Bay seasoning on top, and then that's it. They all come on a brioche roll, buttered, and then usually with fries and coleslaw.
Cool. So we got, let me make sure, zoom in on this so you guys can see. Look at that. Wow. Instagram. Is Instagram in Hungary? Facebook, there you go. So, like Frank said, the original with mayo and
celery.
Celery, no onion. No onion, just celery.
No onion, no chives, nothing.
And then we get the fried one, and then the Frank's favorite, the hot one, temperature-wise, not spice-wise, basted in butter. Looks delicious. So here's a fun little question I like to ask all the 2019 nominees. If you could share a meal with somebody famous from the Boston area, who would it be and why?
I mean, that's tough. I mean, obviously there's so many people that just want to have lunch with, but probably I would narrow down to 2. One would be Bill Simmons. Just love to pick his brain, and I think he'd be a fun person to have lunch with. And then the other person would be Bill Belichick, just because. I mean, it's Bill Belichick.
Has he ever been here?
No, Bill hasn't. Unfortunately, hasn't been here. We've had a few people come in. Like Edelman has actually been in a couple times. We've Celtic players, Red Sox players.
That's cool.
Mookie Betts, Kelly Olynyk. We had Marco Fultz in the other night, and then what was the other one?
What did they get?
Kawhi Leonard was in before they played the Celtics last week.
What do they usually? They pulling for the lobster
roll?
roll?
Something a little bit different. Lobster roll, lobster mac and cheese is actually a super popular one.
What did Mookie get? You said Mookie.
Yeah, Mookie was here. What did he get? I actually wasn't in that. I was real disappointed I wasn't in that.
What would Kelly get?
Kelly, I think, got a lobster roll.
Lobster roll?
Yeah.
Cool.
Edelman
Good choice.
Yeah.
Edelman, good choice, Edelman.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's wow. Well, you heard it here first. All the Boston sports stars are coming into Yankee Lobster Rolling. And I can definitely see, you know, why they are coming in here. Little hole in the wall place.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Sometimes, like people, especially like the celebrities and stuff, they like the little tuck away places that it's like really good. It's, you know, it's kind of off the beaten path. Like you guys were saying, like everything is blowing up, like you know, on Seaport Boulevard. You guys are all tucked away by the little, like the little rotary. Yeah, it's just a cool little place to, you know, tuck away, get a grab a beer. You guys got beer on tap here, right?
Yeah, beer on draft and stuff like that.
Grab a pitcher of beer, get some lobster rolls, hang out.
During the summer, I mean, we're located right next to the concert venue too, so you like go have a couple beers, a couple lobster rolls.
That's right,
listen to music.
The Blue Hills Pavilion.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, you can hear it from your patio. You can hear it rocking out and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. So my last question for you: any big plans for 2019?
I mean, we're always looking to improve and like figure out like what we can do better from like the year before. I mean, we're kind of doing over some renovations right now. Maybe possibly looking into maybe a second location or maybe an expansion. You know, but in the meantime, before we can figure out all that stuff, where you just want to go over what went well in 2018 and what did go well, and just really focus on that stuff. We're also rebranding with a new logo that should be coming out on some merchandise in the next couple months.
Cool.
So 2019 should be, I think, a pretty big year.
What can you share? Can you share with people tune in maybe what the new logo might look like? Can you?
A lobster.
A lobster. All right.
It's gonna be a lobster. Surprise.
Who would have thought? So awesome. Well, before we go, I'm going to take a bite of this.
All right.
I'm going to go with the traditional one.
Good.
And why don't you dig in with?
I'm going to go with the fried one actually.
Yeah. All right. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Of lobster rolls. Oh no. Big old chunk. I'm gonna chew. That's good. Well, so what we're gonna do, guys? We're going to end these live feeds, and then we're gonna go in the back. Frank's nice enough to give us a behind-the-scenes look of all the lobster tanks and stuff. So make sure you guys stay on the page, stay on Instagram. We'll fire up another live. Facebook, everyone stay on. We're gonna end this one. I'm gonna fire up another one and go behind the scenes. So once again, keep going to the bestofpurelyboston.com to nominate. They need their Yankee Lobster Company need your nomination votes to make sure they make that official voting ballot. Yep. So keep going to bestofpurelyboston.com and keep nominating these guys for the best lobster roll in the 2019 Best of Purely Boston Awards. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Perfect. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.